So whenever we're working kind of like with the distance around a circle, we can see it as a perimeter of a circle. We're going to be utilizing the formulas for circumference. And there's two formulas, and they're basically the same. Y'all could utilize circumference equals 2 times pi times radius, or circumference is equal to pi times diameter. However, in this question, they gave us the radius, so maybe one formula might be better than the other, although both would work, kiddos. So circumference is equal to 2 times pi times radius. So we just fill in the values, substitute that for your radius. 2 times 3 and 1400ths, or 3.14, times 2.5, kiddos. 2 times 2.5 is 5. 5 times 3.14 is, but in this case, kiddos, guys, the keyword also there was closest. So we can approximate this value here to 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Correct answer, kiddos, guys, is letter G. Okay, number 9. Which of these does not, the keyword that, kiddos, guys, does not represent the distance a car travels when going 55 miles per hour? Alright, so here, kiddos, guys, let's look at our different answer choices. D equals 55 times T. And this is on the bottom of your star charts, which means distance is equal to 55 miles times the T, which represents the time in hours. So that is true, because they're going 55 miles per hour. So that's true. Now, what we can do here, we can kind of create a table here to represent the situation. And we can use that table to compare our different answer choices. Here's X, and here's Y, where X represents the, or we can do it this way since you have. That'll be time, and that'll be distance, or X and Y, how we all see it. So when he travels 0 hours, 0 miles. So it's proportional. When he travels 1 hour, 55 miles. 2 hours, 110. 3 hours would be 165 miles. So let's look at our first answer choice. You guys could also solve for that one. That one's correct. That one's correct. However, on our table here, kiddos, in 3 hours, they should go a total of 165 miles, not 160 miles. So with that being said, the correct answer here, ladies and gentlemen, is letter C, because that does not represent the distance a car travels when going 55 miles per hour. Okay, so let's keep going here. Number 10, some doctors recommend men drink 3 liters of water every day. There are approximately 29 6/10 milliliters in 1 fluid ounce. Which measurement is closest? Which measurement is closest to the number of fluid ounces in 3 liters? All right, so we have a lot of information there. 3 liters. They're giving us that conversion, which you could have also gotten that from your star charts or your reference sheets. And the keyword there is closest, which means we can approximate some of the values. All right, so here, kiddos, there's a lot of ways of doing this here. What I'm going to do first here, I'm going to convert my liters into milliliters. So 1 liter is approximately equal to 1,000. Let me label them first. Liters and milliliters. So on our conversion chart, you'll see that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. So with that being said, 3 liters would equal X amount of milliliters. And you guys can cross multiply, and it's 3,000. All right, so 3,000 milliliters. Now I'm going to convert my milliliters into fluid ounces. So using my conversion chart, fluid ounces over milliliters, and on the conversion chart right there, kiddos, guys, I give you that information there as well. 1 fluid ounce is equal to 29 6/10 milliliters. So remember, milliliters with milliliters, fluid ounces with fluid ounces. So let me erase that to confuse you guys. Okay, so milliliters with milliliters and fluid ounces with fluid ounces, and y'all can cross multiply. Y'all can approximate that to 30, because the keyword here, guys, was closest, which makes it easier for y'all. Or if y'all want to be a little more precise, y'all can actually use 29 6/10. Yeah, so your answer, when y'all multiply those, or cross multiply, you should get around approximately 101 fluid ounces. So the correct answer is letter G. Number 11. Tara has 2 bags of marbles. So we have 2 bags of marbles. Okay. The first bag contains 6 red marbles, 5 blue marbles, and 4 green marbles. The second bag contains 3 red marbles, 2 blue marbles, and 4 green marbles. Tara will randomly select 1 marble from each bag. What is the probability that Tara will select a blue marble from each bag? Alright, so here we have a compound experiment, guys, because there's more than 2 simple experiments. Remember, it's desired over total. Alright, so first of all, let's focus on the first bag. You have to count up all the marbles that she has in the first bag, kiddos. She has a total of, let's see, 6, 11, 15 marbles. However, we're only focusing on the ones that are blue. So out of the 15, 5 of those are blue. So 5 out of the 15 are blue. We can simplify that and say that 1 out of every 3 is a blue marble. So that's our first experiment. She has a 1/3 chance of selecting a blue marble. But she has a second bag. What's the total in that one? That one has 3 plus 2 plus 4. That has a total of 9 marbles. However, we're only focusing on the blue ones. Out of those 9, 2 of them are the ones that are blue. And to find out the probability of selecting a blue marble from each bag, if she randomly selects them, it's 1 times 2 is 2, 9 times 3 is 27. So she has a 2/27th chance of selecting a blue marble from each bag both times. Let's see, number 12. Jose paid $47 for 4 movie tickets. Each ticket cost the same amount of money. What was the cost of each movie ticket in dollars and cents? Well, here, kiddos, guys, if he's able to purchase 4 movie tickets for $47, how much does he spend for each one? The key word there was also the same amount. We're dividing evenly. When you all divide that, kiddos, you all end up getting, let me do it right here. $11.75. So I have to go drink some more. So, number 13. 2 identical number cubes are shown in the picture. The edge length of these number cubes is 3 centimeters. What is the combined volume of the 2 number cubes in cubic centimeters? Alright, kiddos. So here, guys, we should know the properties or the attributes of a cube, which means all the sides are the same. So the formula for the volume of a prism is volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. I'm going to draw my base here, kiddos, guys. It's a square. We know that the dimensions are 3. So to find the area of my base, which is a square, 3 times 3 is 9. So the volume is equal to 9 times my height, which is 3. 9 times 3 is 27. So that's the volume of 1 number cube. However, we have 2 number cubes, so you can multiply that times 2, kiddos, and you'll end up establishing that the volume of both those number cubes is 54 centimeters cubed. Number 14. The price of a video game was reduced from $60 to $45. By what percentage was the price of the video game reduced? Alright, so here, kiddos, guys, try to remember difference over original, or the difference divided by the original price, and that'll give you guys the percent change. So if something was originally $60 and it's now $45, what is the difference here? It's a difference of $15. And what was the original? The original price was $60. So you all can divide those two. And y'all will end up getting that it is. But when you guys divide that, kiddos, guys, that gives you a decimal, which is a quarter. But you have to convert that into a percent, so that's 25%. Another way of doing it, which is very, very similar, probably the same way, but it already gives you the percent. 15 over 60, or the difference over the original, divided by, percent over 100 kiddos. and y'all could cross multiply. And when y'all use this right here, it already gives you the percent. You don't have to convert your decimal to a percent. But I mean, they're both the same. Number 15. Here, kiddos, they're telling us that the graph shows the favorite colors chosen by some middle school students. Which statement is supported by the information in the graph? Alright, so let's go through our different answer choices. Well, first of all, what I did here, kiddos, guys, when I saw this myself, I actually got the numerical values of each one. So that's 9 right there. It was 4, 3, 9, 7, 8, 4, and 6. And when you add them all up, kiddos, guys, there's a total of 50 students that were surveyed. So now they're asking us, well, let's go through the different answer choices. Fewer than 30% of the students chose red, yellow, or orange as their favorite color. Well, the number of students that chose red, yellow, or orange, kiddos, is 16. 16 out of 50. It's not 30%, kiddos, guys. That is 32%. So that is not true. So that is not supported by the graph. Let's look at letter B. Letter B, they're telling us that more than 1/10 of the students chose pink as their favorite colors. Well, once again, kiddos, guys, there was a total of 50 kiddos. Out of those 50 kiddos, how many of them chose pink? 4. And if you all simplify that, divide both sides by 2, you all end up getting that 2 of the 25 students chose pink as their favorite color, which that is not true. So that's not our answer choice. Let's look at letter C. Once again, we have 50 students. Of those 50 students, they're asking us how many of those chose blue as their favorite color. The ones that chose blue were 9 fiftieths. When you guys, 9 out of 50, or 9 is 18% of 50. So that is a correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, letter C. Alrighty, number 16. The table shows a distance y a cheetah can travel in feet and in X amount of seconds. Based on the information in the table, which equation can be used to model the relationship between X and Y? Alright, guys, so for number 16, we can draw a table for each one of these solutions here. I know that I've shown you guys how to solve for like slope and equations in y-intercept form, kiddos, but that's not, you guys can do that, but there's another way of doing it. Let's see. Here we can create a table with each of their different values here, X and Y. Alrighty, so here we have this right here, okay? First of all, let's fill in those values. Y is equal to 5x. Y is equal to 5 times x. So first of all, let's plug in, looking at our table here, 5. When x equals 5, what does y equal? 25. So when x equals 5, y equals 25. Is that what we have here? Nope, that is not. So that is not our answer choice. Let's look at letter G. Y is equal to x plus 5. Create our table here. X, y, the first value 5. 5 plus 5, kiddos, is 10. Is that what we have here? Nope. So that is not our answer choice. So we know it's not F or G. But let me do H, X, and Y. So first of all, let's plug in 5. 5 plus 470 is 475. Nope. That is not supported there either, kiddos. So we could use a process of elimination, but just double check. Sometimes we make mistakes. But the correct answer, kiddos, guys, is letter J. "17. The spinner shown has 8 congruent sections, which means that each one has an equal chance of getting selected, or fair, if you want to see it. The spinner is spun 120 times. What is a reasonable prediction for the number of times the spinner will land on an even number? Guys, it is desired over total. So with that being said, we need to first come up with the total amount of probabilities or outcomes, I say. In this case, let's go 2, 4, 6, 8. You have a total of 8 possible outcomes of those